you know, it's just not the same. They don't make most of these engines like they used to, or don't make cars with this kind of quality like they used to. Why? It's always like that saying, like things change over time. And, for the car industry, pretty much. It's because, well, everything goes by changes to safety regulations and other stuff. And how to build a good car. Like, what does it take to maintain to build a new car? And what kind of technologies are added to make new cars more new? And that's kind of why everything is changing. People do have their own mixed opinions, and people say whether they like this car or not. Is it expensive? Is it good quality? Does it have better gas mileage? Does it have, what does it have for a car to maintain these formula? Well, it's always the same qualities over time back in the older cars, like the older muscle cars. I mean, they are used to, people always used to look at these muscle cars and these sports cars and like, wow, something I've always dreamed about. I mean, I've always dreamed about owning a Camaro or an STI. I mean, for me, like I said, everything is changing because, I was born in 2004, and I see a lot of cars do change over time. 2004, I mean, it was a simpler time for the cars. I mean, some cars are they're a lot older, and they have different engine requirements or whatever that is. And then during the whole time of my life, and there's a lot of evolution with these cars. My 2007 Aveo, it's in its first generation. So it's because the first generation of the Aveo came out in '04 and then lasted until 2009. Oh, wait, 2008, sorry. And then the second gen from 2009 to 2011, and then eventually the Aveo was changed to a Sonic. And this, like I said, it's the same evolutionary path for cars. They always go through the simple generations to keep it quality and keep the business higher. Because, well, if you buy a car, I mean, and you send them positive feedbacks or negative, these experiences for the car makers, they always have to go and look at these and improve on what they're going to make for the next year for the car and the next generation. For example, think about the new muscle car. I mean, I don't consider that as a muscle car because the Charger is a electric vehicle. And why do people always have to have the muscle car if the Charger as a full EV? It doesn't really make sense because also muscle cars are big, heavy cars with big engines, and it's always that. But calling that as a muscle car as an EV, it just doesn't make sense. And the unveiling with the new Charger, I mean, there was a lot of mixed reactions. I mean, but cars change over time, and we're prone to changing because we have mixed opinions about what this car looks and what this car has. What's in store. We've always looked at that safety. We always look at how much MPGs do I have, or how many MPGs, or like I said, RPMs or something like that. It's always the same changes and always the same mixed opinions that create the industry and tell the industry what do I need to improve on in order to make this car better. It's always the same formula over and over and over to make a car much more and grow as an evolutionary path for every generation of cars that always change. Now we're going full EV now. It's, things change. I mean, people have mixed opinions about going EV. And for me, like I said, I have friends that say, well, I don't want to go EV because it just doesn't look good. It's not what a car should be. Cars should be just an exciting adventure, but just EVs, there's a lot of range anxieties and a lot of trouble with EVs to keep up. And like I said, it's a lot of issues that EVs have compared to gas-powered cars. I mean, gas-powered cars always have issues. It's always the common. But, people do fix them because internal combustion engines and oil cars are a lot more simple. They're a lot more, you can easily fix them. EVs, you have to pay a lot more money to get these maintained because, well, they're very expensive vehicles, and it will cost you a big fortune. But like I said, cars change over time. It's that same evolutionary path that keeps going on and on and on. And it's the same thing. cars change over time because they want to. The car industry tells them, okay, this is what the new generation, this is a new model year. You know, it's always that safety, all that formula. But yeah, like I said, cars change, we know change, and you know, what happens in the car community. Also, the car community, things change in the car community. People have a mixed opinions. Like I said, you know, go to a car meet, for example. People have opinions of what a car should be and what a car should lifestyle as. You know, people use it as stance cars or hydraulic cars, or you know, just to show off. You know, it's that same opinions that people have about these cars. Like, what makes a car to them? You know, why cars are more important. Actually, I'll explain that in the next video. Why cars, you know, why people love cars so much, and why, you know, daily driving cars are always really cool. Well, because you have that same adventure and the same experience. You can go anywhere you want, and like I said, you know, it's always the same thing, but things change over time. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hope you there's a lot of rambling on that stuff, but it's the same thing. Things change, you know, it's that same thing. Take it out with a grain of salt that things are changing. And like I said, we just need to be prone to that, you know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.